Olá, gente, tudo bem? Vamos falar português. So, as you guys know, I've been learning Portuguese for the last few weeks, and to be honest with you, I put in very little effort. So, like you, I don't have a lot of time in my day, and I sort of thought about, for one moment, a very brief moment, about using the excuse of, oh, I don't have that much time, hence why I haven't done anything. But then I realized, no, that's just rubbish. So, right now, vamos botar papo. We're gonna chill out and learn some languages at the same time. So, the number one tip, I can guarantee you, if you are someone who also has this excuse that you don't have enough time, you can go and watch some of my other videos where I have talked about this excuse before. Or another better way, you finish watching this video and after 5 minutes, I can guarantee you, you are going to find a solution to your problem of not having enough time to incorporate your study. Or let's be honest, maybe you just don't have any motivation at the moment and you think, oh, it's just a bit too hard and you'd rather be doing something else. That's also okay. Trust me, I get the same feeling. When I think, oh, I really should be doing this study, I should really be doing this, and then suddenly my head comes up with a list of 10 other things that I actually need to do. But anyway, the first biggest tip is to ask questions. I'm going to show you right now how I have been learning Portuguese with very, very minimal effort. And that is because I have 3 Brazilian students that I teach, and the way that we've been learning is by me simply asking questions. So, vamos jogar conversa fora. And I'm going to show you how you can learn by chilling out.
Olá, gente!
E aí, galera?
Tudo bom?
O que eu falo aqui? Expressões. Cada cachorro que lembra sua caceta.
Era caceta.
That's yours.
Falei.
A vida não é um morango.
The life isn't a strawberry. But
The one that's similar to the Dodge one. Tem uns parafusos soltos.
Yeah. Sim,
What else? Vai dar PT. You like this one?
Vai dar PT. Gabriel, vai dar PT?
Bater papo.
Papo,
Eu tô suave.
Eu tô suave.
Suave é uma boa, tudo de mão beijada.
Okay, what's the most typical phrase that you would use like every day?
Bora.
Bora.
Bora. Não há problema.
Não há problema.
Não há problema.
Não tem problema, a gente fala isso.
Não tem problema.
Não tem problema.
Não tem problema. Okay.
Actually, we don't use much expressions daily. We use more swearings.
For example, there was the what is Hurensohn, for example?
Filho da puta.
Filha da puta.
Filho da puta.
Filha da puta.
Filho da puta.
Tem caralho.
Caralho.
And food. You have like arroz.
Feijoada.
Churrasco. Brigadeiro.
Arroz.
Arroz e feijão.
Banana frita. Nossa,
I
saudade.
know that one. You're like,
Que saudade.
and I say I'm hungry.
Coxinha, pastel.
Pastel. And you're hungry. Pastel.
Não, pastel.
This is my accent. Pastel.
Não.
You're Paulista?
Não.
Carioca.
I'm paulista.
From Rio, who's from Rio is carioca.
São Paulo. We say
Pastel.
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 What else? Eu estou com fome. When we don't pronounce this eu estou, we just go through the tô com fome. The
Tô com
short way.
fome. Ok. Segue. Muito obrigada.
Fudeu uma boa.
Fudeu, yeah.
Was ist das? What is that?
Like,
When something happens, like,
I'm fucked up.
yeah.
Wait, but I'm fucked. I don't know what Fudeu is fudeu.
Fudeu.
So the number 2 is I incorporate my Portuguese learning when I'm going for a walk or going for a run. Obviously, when you're full-blown running, this isn't the best idea because you might fall down on the floor and it's not going to turn out so well. But what I have been doing is currently I work with 1 video and 1 audio file. That's it. So thanks to YouTube, there are so many videos that you can use to learn from. I use, for example, Easy Portuguese, there's also Easy Learning German. I'm pretty sure there's an easy learning channel for every single language that I have been using. Isso. This is the video I have been using. What is typically Brazilian? And there is more to the Portuguese language than boom tam 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 tam, as I have learned. How do you learn with the video? Basically, I just look at the subtitles that are beneath the video, as you can see here. Anyway, there are subtitles here. And I basically just mimic what she says. Literally, I repeat what she says. I watch the video, read the subtitles, and I've watched this video maybe once or twice every day since I've downloaded it. And that's how I learn. For example, I just mimic what she says. So she said, eu sou Cristina, eu sou croata. I'm not croata, eu sou leitoa. And then I just swap what they say by looking up the word that I need for myself. So, eu não sou paulistana, eu sou leitoa. And it's a really good way to practice your pronunciation. So, I find Portuguese is very weird because every time I see a word, I want to say it with a Spanish accent because I speak Spanish. Pero eso no funciona porque el portugués es muy diferente comparado con el español. Por ejemplo, ellos no dicen arroz, ellos dicen arroz, arroz de feijado. So it's a very different pronunciation. Arroz, arroz, arroz. It's like very covered up. So this is my tip for anyone who really needs to practice pronunciation, is watch some YouTube videos and mimic. Honestly, it works. And then during my lessons, I ask my students these questions. So now I've learned balar PT, all of those vamos jogar conversa fora, and stuff like that that I just learn by listening to Brazilians speaking their native language. And you can do this too. So if you have any friends or people that you overhear, just ask them a question. They're not gonna bite, I promise you. And this also goes for all of you who are taking a course or in a class, and to my students who are watching this video. Ask questions. I know when you don't understand something, and it's very easy to tell. So ask your teacher a question. That's what they're there for. And they're more than willing to help you out, trust me. Muito feio. Mas eu sou baiano, eu não gosto.
Típico brasileiro?
Típico brasileiro?
Acho que é uma sem família, né?
Acho que essa é uma família, né? So, gente, espero que tenham aprendido alguma coisa, and we are now at the end of this episode. So, for all you busy language learners who feel like you don't have enough time, I hope you learned something from this video, and make sure to get the Busy Linguist language learning guide. All of my best tips and tricks in there are of how I manage to learn languages and keep them up even with having a busy schedule. So check it out, and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao!